That lady.
My girl.
All right, good session, guys.
All right. Ooh, I like the overhead lights.
Yeah, dude.
Minis. I've never seen that.
No. I just usually don't have them on. I reset everything in there. That's Warhammer and D&D stuff mixed. And my room is all smoky right now because like the cat box is in my room, so it smells like a fresh turd in here.
Awesome.
So I lit some incense. So
hell yeah, let's go. All right. Well, where we left off, you guys had been delving into a dungeon that's somewhat surprisingly to some of you, seem to be connected to the Underdark below. This sort of long, thousands of feet down chute underneath this volcano led to this simmering pool of magma, and within it, apparently a dragon egg that you're supposed to retrieve for a different group of kobolds that you have somewhat allied with, or at least have been forced to ally with by your other allies, the riders. You've been making your way through and you found what appeared to be an imitation dragon egg that, after a couple of incredible jumps, was luckily detonated inside of a bag of holding, preventing any significant damage to your good buddy Goal. And afterwards, you did a little bit of investigating around the immediate area, but basically decided that you might go after Callie as well as this dragon egg, trying, I think, as Talim said, kill two birds with one stone.
Two birds stoned at once.
Yeah.
Two birds stoned at once. So you are currently traveling through the same sort of old crumbling citadel that sits over top the Underdark. You had just recently stepped back into this outer ring of the dungeon. For those of you following along in the map, you're on the western edge of this sort of curved outer ring. You need to decide where exactly you're headed next. If you are trying to follow into the Underdark, perhaps a southern trajectory makes the most sense.
Are we all together yet? Did we converge?
Yes.
Okay.
You did.
Is the map in the Google chat where the link is, or is it somewhere else?
I can share it. I got it on my desktop.
Yeah, I was going to say I could send it to.
Okay, well, somebody sent it to him. There you go.
Stand by. Did somebody already get in there? Oh, that's Discord. Yeah, there's the music and the picture.
Beauty.
Where's the picture at?
Is it showing up in there?
Zoom chat.
Yeah,
in the Zoom.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you guys see Wilt's
Somebody
text?
put it on the Google, that somebody put it on the place where Derek posts the link.
Can, yeah.
Did you guys see Will's text?
I can't bring
yeah,
up
sorry,
the
I saw
Zoom
it.
chat at the same time that I have my screen up.
I'll do that. One
But
second.
apparently my mic is way better on this, so I'm rolling with the tablet.
It is way better. Yeah. Sir Carwell Glowgaze.
Who's that?
Sam?
Clearly, I need to start changing my name before I leave meetings.
There you go, Dan. It's in the Google chat there.
Oh yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Beauty. So the
Look
group,
at that.
nice. So the group gathered back together here. Are you traveling southward toward this damaged portion of the tunnel that you're currently inside?
Yes. Are we all still split up? Or did we reconvene?
You have reconvened at this point, yes.
I just said.
And to be clear, we're on the that little loop part that's kind of curving down on the left side, northwest of the. If there was a circle, it'd be the northwestern part of it, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm gonna approach the group with my little luminescent beaker here because I can't see very well when we get to the cavey parts away from the magma. I'm gonna say, I can't quite see so far ahead. Is it dangerous to continue?
Do we see any sign of life or anything like any kobolds at this point moving around outside?
Not in the tunnel that you can see so far. I mean, directly ahead of you, you see that the tunnel seems to end abruptly, but you'd have to get closer to examine the details of that breakage.
Talon thinks we should go south. If we find Callie, she may know where the true egg is. We save her, she helps us out. She knows the Underdark well. This way. I'm gonna start walking south.
You say this woman knows the Underdark well? Could she possibly lead us through here?
Talon kind of like looks around. Talon thinks so. When with Callie years ago, Callie always knew where to go in tunnels. When underground, hiding from the cold, it was our best bet. Callie kept us alive. Now, we should return the favor and find her.
You've made quite the case for this, Kelly. All right. If it is safe, let's continue.
Okay. Are you moving stealthily or just moving at a regular pace?
I definitely want to be stealthy.
Okay.
I can certainly try.
Go ahead and roll stealth checks. Anybody who's attempting that route.
Fuck, I dropped my dice. I got this big metal one. Ooh, baby. 30-20.
18. Beautiful. 30-20. Setting the bar pretty high there.
I mean,
I roll an 8.
8 as well.
That was with my +5.
oof.
4.
Did you roll a 3, Dan? I rolled a 3.
Nice. You all begin hobbling your way through this long, broken stone cavern, and you start to see the elaborate carvings on this wall, once again eliciting the same sort of mythic memories of a time long ago, where ancient dragons apparently once threatened the rule of the very land. But as you march forward, some of you are a bit distracted by these, not taking the best care. And several times, one of you will move forward and you'll hear a clank as someone kicks a broken piece of rock and it collides with a wall here and there. Perhaps not overly surprising, but you do not feel as though you're extremely well hidden as you make your way up towards this lip, the edge of this broken walkway. Looking down, you see what looks to be about 6 or 7 of these kobold scale beards moving large pieces of rubble in the Underdark below. They appear to be overseen by one other of these scale bearded kobolds, but much more heavily cloaked, and you see that he or she has a wand held in front of him. Looks like some sort of perhaps magic user amongst them who is giving orders and telling each one where to go and what to do. You also see 2 drow females off in the corner. These ones not Drider, just a typical drow, and they seem to be overseeing the process as well. Perhaps some sort of cleanup duty that these scalebeards have been resigned to as a part of their pact together.
From afar, can I try to examine the exact nature of this wand? Perhaps if it is actually slinging spells about, or if it's sort of more. Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Decorative is the word I was going for.
Logan, are these guys down below us? You said they're like, so we'd have to like climb down there maybe or something. Is there any easy way for us to get down?
It does look like there has been a couple of ropes tied here, and like a very rudimentary sort of like handholds as well as like a backup plan, I suppose, if the ropes were to be cut.
Perception is 17.
17, you sort of like walk forward and you feel yourself half trip and let out a "ooh" before you see all of the scale beards turn up towards you. And with that, I need everyone to roll initiative, as it seems the wand is about as legit as they get from what you can tell.
I'm gonna go right before we start fighting. I'm just gonna go, hello, and then we all start shooting at each other.
How high off the ground are we? Like how low are they? I guess I should say.
You can estimate it from here that they're about 30 feet below you.
Ooh.
Okay, wow, you guys rolled like shit.
Hey, we're just warming up. Just warming the
Mhm.
dice up. They're shy.
Okay, yeah, some of you guys didn't do too bad, I suppose.
And we're like in a tunnel, right? Basically, there are walls. Or is it open?
Yeah, no, it is a
And
tunnel.
then we're facing out and down into this kind of area where they're at. And there's one up high. Is that right? With the wand? Or is he down?
He's still with them, but it seems
Gotcha.
to be like ordering them around things
Okay, gotcha.
instead of like moving all this shit like the rest of them.
Gotcha.
I have a couple orientation questions.
Yes, sir.
There is a round structure on the map in a corner. Which direction is that
A round structure on the map.
in a corner?
Like in the northeast corner of the map? Is that what you're talking about, Dan?
Is that the northeast corner? So that would mean the broken bridge that's completely broken is due north. And the
Yeah,
one that's
with
partially broken
no
is west.
debris.
Yes, so the
Yeah.
one you tried to jump last time was the left or western bridge.
The one that's partially broken.
Yes, and you're correct currently like southwest of that where you see this
wheel.
outer ring broken, crumbled. So
Okay,
that
with
debris depicted there is what they're cleaning up.
Okay. Is that water below? Some kind of water system?
No, so that is all Underdark. So that is the differentiation between what is this old dragon temple and the Underdark below. So anything marked with that darker gray is Underdark.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No worries. Happy to clarify anything that needs to be clarified. All right, is that everybody? I got Aiken, Talum, Father T, Dr. Siegfried, Goals 5, got it. That should be 5 people. Yes. Okay. So first up, you see immediately into action this kobold sorcerer flipping back his hood. You see he's got this gnarled jaw where it looks like some sort of either horrible experimentation or perhaps some sort of incident with an explosive or acid has just removed a portion of his flesh, his right eye dangling from the socket. As he looks over in your direction, you hear him call out in what, if any of you speak Draconic, you'd understand. And he says, and he is going to immediately cast a firebolt up towards you. He is going to probably fire directly at Dr. Siegfried, who had just made this noise.
I also speak Draconic, so
Okay.
what did they say?
You immediately hear him say something along the lines of, "Workers, it's time to fight." And that is not bad. 22 to hit.
That's certainly gonna hit.
Yes, sir. And that will be only 2 points of fire damage as the bolt just singes part of your coat as it comes upward. You like lift your luminescent vial a little bit higher so have it not be incinerated by the blast coming from the wand.
Correction, it is Goal's coat because he gave it to me earlier and I'm still wearing it.
Fair enough, Goal. You look over in anger as you see your coat being scorched.
It was him.
Fair enough. Aiken, your turn. You feeling good with your higher elevation are, in a pretty decent spot to unload the bow if you choose to do so.
Yes. How many total are there? Like, there's the one guy that just called everyone.
Yeah, looking down, hard to say exactly. It looks like there's for sure one of these sorcerers, 2 drow, who don't look like they're jumping into the combat just yet. And then something like 6 or 7 workers sort of moving around the rubble, though some of them are like behind things and it's hard to get an exact count. Sure.
I think I'll just, knock an arrow and then let it fly towards the guy that just said workers,
Mm-hmm.
That's the sorcerer, yes?
Yes.
Cool. Then I'm going to target him. Not before I do a know thy enemy check, of course. Just I have to beat the check of its CR +8.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for that.
The total is 19.
That's significantly more than its CR +8. And what kind of know thy enemy are you doing this time?
I think. I think I will do. No, I think I'll just do the vulnerability, where I just get advantage on attack rolls.
Okay, not too difficult to see. This massive gash and like sort of scarred wound in the front of his face looks to be a point of weakness.
Sure, I will aim for that.
Please do.
And then how high
About
off the
30
ground are we?
feet elevated.
Like, okay, is it like a steep elevation, or like if we fall?
It's like a cliff.
Gotcha. So I definitely won't send Proteus to bite the
Just
dude.
throw him.
Yeah.
What's the mechanic? Like 10 or a D6 for every 10 feet?
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Isn't it? Anyways,
If you wanna just
I
belly
rolled
flop
a
off.
25.
Okay, yeah, that's absolutely going to hit as you just draw and shoot. Once again, you're all sort of taken aback by the elegance and speed by which Aiken does this. It shows a degree of training you're not used to, especially if you've only seen people down here.
Okay. Damage total is 8.
Okay, you just bury an arrow into the side of his cheek, and you see now like even more of his face is sort of like sliding off. It looks like some of the cheek had been sort of scar tissue that had been reconstructed by some sort of like crude stitching, and that stitching is just tearing open now as you can see his teeth through the wound in the side of his face. Though he still looks decently healthy, definitely a good start onto him there. Are you going to stay elevated, or are you going to try and start moving in their direction, Aiken?
I will stay elevated.
Yes, sir. Taylor, you're next.
I'm gonna see that arrow fly and it hit, and I'm gonna say, remember, only the finishing blow counts as the kill. And I'm gonna I'm gonna rage, and then I'm gonna pull out a javelin and just like huck it down at the same guy.
Okay. What's the range on those javelins?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I don't know. Anybody know off the top of their head? It's probably not.
I don't know.
Probably would be
30,
disadvantage.
60, or maybe it's 60, 120.
I doubt
Who's
it.
old?
I don't know.
3120.
So they're
So you'll have disadvantage from this distance.
okay. In that case, seeing that he's too far away, I'm just going to use all my movement speed to get down the rope if I can.
Mhm. Just
I-
clarify. I mean, he's not too far away. You just have disadvantage. You
I know.
could still do it, but okay.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go down and
Okay. Are you going to attempt to climb down the rope or slide down the rope?
I think a slide sounds pretty dope.
Okay. Do you have gloves on?
I'm gonna go with
Roper,
no. I'm gonna go with no.
Edge.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an acrobatics check.
I got a natural one.
Okay, you jump grabbing onto the rope and you immediately feel your paws just burning and reflexively drop it in your rage, not thinking clearly, and you tumble the rest of the way to the bottom, which is going to be that's 12 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 6 as you boom, like thud into the ground. You sort of land awkwardly, half landing on your ankle and half onto like one thigh as you hit the ground. But it was a very
Get up and
efficient way to get
wobble
to
a
the
little bit.
bottom. So you do still have your action if you'd like to use it.
Am I within range of anyone to like melee them? There's probably nobody right at the bottom.
I'll say that you were able, since you just kind of jumped, basically, you still have some movement if you wanted to close with some of the workers.
I just want to close with the nearest kobold and just swing at his skull with my axe.
Okay. You can see he's like kind of like with another one. You see they're like lifting this piece of rubble. And they just like look a little bit stunned over to you.
I kind of just like shake off the pain from falling and just without missing a step, pull my axe out and just I'm gonna like lumberjack it at him.
Sure.
24.
Yeah, it's gonna hit.
Nice. Okay. Let's see. So, do you do any extra damage when you rage, you guys? I asked you this before. I think.
Yes, there's
Plus
there's a
2.
base rage damage +2.
Okay, so it'll do 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. You cleave into this kobold. He drops the piece of rubble he was holding and like staggers back a couple of steps. Definitely looks like it did a number on him, but he's still alive anyway. And that is your, I would say bonus action was trying to slide, so that is your entire turn there, Talon.
Cool.
Which brings up my kobold workers. The two directly in front of you, Talon. One, the one that you just hit is going to like stagger back at you and pull out a rusty sort of blade. It looks to be like almost like a long dagger. And he is going to roll a 6 to hit. So I assume that is not going to do anything to you. The other one that was left holding this massive piece of rubble sort of stumbles with the other guy losing his grip, dropping the rubble at his feet. And he is just going to try and like break off a piece and chuck it at you. And that is going to be a 12 to hit you, Taylor.
A 12? No.
Okay. Immediately you see there are 5 other of these kobolds and they all like spring into action. 2 of them pulling out similar sort of rough iron daggers and things. And they, instead of approaching Taylum, because they think that might be a bad idea, are just going to throw them. First one is a 17 to hit.
Yep, just barely.
And the second one will not hit you. So the 17 to hit will do 5 points of piercing damage.
So 3?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And then the other 3 are all immediately springing into action around the sorcerer, looking to defend him, sort of taking defensive stances, and look like they're willing to take blows for the sorcerer, their leader. And that will bring up Father T.
Okay. I will. I always forget. Do you allow bonus action spells and then level spells as an action?
Yes.
Okay. Then what I'm gonna do is I will bonus action healing word Talum.
Okay. That's the range.
Ooh, good question. Sorry.
Well, I keep getting complimented on all my questions tonight. This is great.
Healing word I believe is 30 feet.
Okay. Well, in that case, you will not be able to
Oh,
cast
it
it on
is
him.
60 feet.
In that case, you will be able to cast it on him. Big difference there. So you go ahead and say a couple of brief, sort of almost eldritch words under your tone to speak to your patron.
Yes, and you will be getting 7 hit points back.
Nice.
7 back to you, Taylor.
And then I, as an action, also a range of 60 feet, I'm gonna try and hold person, the kobold mage.
Okay. Very
So-
nice.
That'll be a wisdom saving throw versus 13.
Wisdom save verse 13. He is going to get an 11. So just missing there. And you see the mage like, holding.
Yeah. I shoot a ray at him, and it's almost like time freezes around him.
And you see this like drool begins like slowly coming out of like the side of his face that's just been destroyed. Yeah, definitely not a good day for him being held there. That is a concentration spell, correct?
It sure is, and that's also all I've got for my turn.
Very
Well,
nice.
maybe if I have some movement, is there any like cover I can take up towards the top here that might protect me from like ranged attacks?
You could stand behind your friends.
I'm
I'll
gonna
do that.
stand in front of Father T as part of my action.
Okay, so yeah, you just like sort of slide behind him, Father T, sort of taking up a little bit of his space, but Goal's like shoulders are so broad that it's almost like standing behind a tree trunk. So you feel pretty comfortable that you
Perfect.
are well protected. So that is Father T, which brings up Dr. Siegfried.
Is there a way to get to the other side of the like where the other guy is standing? The big guy, their boss, the disfigured one who's currently paralyzed.
Mhm. You want to get to him? I mean, you certainly can. You'd have to
Yeah.
slide down the rope to get down into the mix of things here. And he is
Yeah.
currently surrounded by 3 of these kobolds, sort of like defending him.
Yeah, that's cool. And these guys are farther than 20 feet away as well, I'm gonna guess, aren't they?
Yes, sir.
So here's what I'm gonna do. I am gonna I'm gonna begin moving down the rope.
Okay. You're going to climb or slide?
I will climb down the rope carefully.
Roll an athletics check.
Will this require my action?
No. It's part of your movement.
So that's 5 minus 1, which will be a 4.
Okay. So you make it about halfway down the rope in 6 seconds, which wears you out a good deal. You could use the rest of your action to continue climbing if you'd like.
I'm gonna hang there very out in the open, unfortunately.
Yes.
And I will use my action to pull CT 7652 out of my bag of holding.
Okay. Easy enough to
And
do.
he will take his action after mine to continue moving down the rope.
Yep.
With his spider legs. And
Okay, go ahead and roll an athletics check with advantage due to just the nature of him being good at these sorts of things.
21.
Okay. Yeah, you see like it just like comes and like pieces apart as its legs like grow out of it. Easily it's able to make its way towards the bottom here.
Go. And I'm like motioning down further as he goes. And then I want him to go and attack one of the frontward kobolds here.
Okay. The one that's injured or uninjured?
He will start his own fight with, or actually he will put himself sort of near the injured one, so that he can use the reaction thing to impose disadvantage on the other attackers. So yeah,
Okay.
he's gonna go in the injured one, and then he's gonna gut punch him. And that is going to be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20 is definitely going to hit.
What does a D8 look like? Maximum damage for 10. 10 points
10
of force
points.
damage.
Talum, you see this odd contraption sort of crawling up next to you, and you look over and you're like briefly stunned before you remember that this is your ally's, little friend, whatever it might be, and you see it just like reaches this arm out and just punches the kobold in front of you, and it just doubles over and seems to be dying on the ground at this point.
Is it dead?
It is, yeah, effectively dead.
Talum's gonna be like pretty ferociously having looked at the kobold that just threw the knife at him, and when he realizes the kobold's been like killed, he snaps his attention over, and he's gonna look back up at Garrick's character. That was my kill. And start turning the other way.
Don't look at me, it was him. And my little guy's gonna do a little wave with his hand.
Nice. All right, so that's is Dr. Siegfried bringing us to goal at the bottom.
I picture your little dude with kind of the same mentality as the robot that Tony Stark always picks on in Iron Man, the one that's like single arm, that's like like totally useful, but gets the shit into the stick. So I'm gonna kind of shield Father T behind me, Father T, and I'm gonna pull out a throwing star, and I'm trying to figure out the orientation down below. So we have Talum that's standing basically over a dead kobold now.
Yes.
Where is what happened to the magic user?
He is currently surrounded by 3 kobolds sort of making a shield around him. And then there are still 3 other kobolds sort of closing with Talum as we speak.
Like a physical shield, like a phalanx type of thing?
Not so much like physically, just like protecting him as best they can.
Oh, surrounding him. Okay.
Yeah.
So since I'm up above, I'm going to throw one of my throwing stars at him. How far away is he?
He would be about 40 feet away from you.
40 feet. So that's going to be with disadvantage.
Okay.
Because I think I got like 20-60 on. I'm giving it the same properties as a dart.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay. Oh, well, I rolled a natural 1.
Okay, he is
Paralyzed, which gives it
So I-
advantage.
I believe you have an advantage on the strike if you'd like to roll again.
Okay. Well, then I rolled a 15 and a 1. So 15 to hit would be a dirty 20.
Okay, dirty 20 definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Glory.
And I'm going to use my bonus action for Kinsey's shot. So that's going to double my dice.
Yes, sir.
Did you
So
take
that's going to
Kensei?
be 7 plus 5 is 12 points of damage.
12 points. Very nice.
I'm just going to stick the thing right in like the side of his head.
Okay, he takes that and he doesn't seem to react at all, but you can see like his eyes slightly widening, almost in slow motion as this weird effect is taking over him from Father T's magic.
I'm going to say I have a couple of different stars, and this is one of the 12-point stars, so it's almost like a wheel, so it flies through the air better. And I've got some 4-prong and some 3-prong stars for closer combat.
Nice, I like it. All right, so that was goal, which brings my kobold sorcerer up, but he is paralyzed. I believe he gets a check at the end of his turn to try and recover from yourself.
Correct. Yes.
Another wisdom save.
Yes.
Okay,
Versus
and that-
13.
It's going to be a 12. He's getting better, but still not enough, unfortunately. Which brings us back to Aiken, who is, I'm sure, lining up a shot.
Naturally. Yes, so the sorcerer has guys around him doing like defensive maneuvers.
Just, trying to like block off anyone from him, but from your angle, I mean, you don't think it would be a problem to sneak an arrow through.
Sure, which was my next question. And it has been answered. Yes, I will still target him, same spot. It's the last round I get the advantage though, so
Okay, go ahead and roll with double advantage since he's also paralyzed.
come on, baby. The total is 23.
23 definitely hits as you bury another arrow into this guy's face.
Tasty. The damage total is 9.
9
It
points.
Sinks into his face hole again.
Whew. Yeah, he's definitely starting to look a little bit rough here. Father T's magic sort of like suspending him almost as he just keeps getting plugged by the various projectiles heading in his direction. You can see almost a look of anger that his, allies are not protecting him well enough. So that's your action. Aiken, anything as a bonus action?
Perhaps. Let me see if Know Thy Enemy permits use on multiple.
Hey, Logan.
Yes, I can use it.
Yes, sir.
So you're familiar with this.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to illustrate this well enough, but look what I found at Costco.
Oh, plus size.
Ooh. There
For
you go.
the same price as what the stores sell it for.
Nice.
So this is a 0.75. This is a 1 liter. So it's like 8 ounces more. But that's like 4 shots.
Yeah. That's a decent Tuesday night.
I've never drank so much in my entire life as I have since I started drinking this shit because it tastes so good that I drink it. So I went on a 25-mile ride yesterday, and I didn't drink yesterday, but short of yesterday, I've drank every day this week, and that's not me. I'm not a drinker. And I'm talking like I had one of these, but I'm kind of worried.
Developing a habit.
Stop
I think it's
buying.
dangerous.
Yeah.
And I'm being recorded right now, so I should shut up.
Ooh.
I'm sending this to your boss.
This is actually not a D&D session. This is your
Yeah,
Alcohol
we can,
Anonymous.
now that we
we
are at
can
this
wrap
point,
this up. Yeah. We
That's
can
okay.
wrap
I'm
this
pretty
up
sure my
now.
boss drinks more than I do.
There you go.
Yes. So with the guys surrounding him, are they all like, meta question, like are they all the same, worker type?
Definitely not battle hardened, any of them. You can tell just by the way they stand that they have not been they've not received the same level of training that you have. That is for damn sure.
Sure. I think I'll do a Know Thy Enemy on them. Or
Okay.
just one of them, I guess.
Sure.
I got a dice count of 19, so
Yeah, that's just barely over 2 plus their challenge rating, or 8 plus their challenge
nice.
rating.
For this, I'm gonna do detail. I would like to know the target's current and maximum hit points.
Both current and maximum hit points is 18.
Good to know.
Who's that on?
The
Yes,
I don't know. I don't
workers.
even know. So.
Their hit points are 18. I yell at. What?
Do 18 points of damage.
Yeah, which essentially translates to, like, 2 good hits will take these
Yeah.
guys out.
Yeah. But yes, that's all I have. Proteus is just kind of in between my legs right now with his head up, waiting for a command that will not come.
Okay. Talem, it is your turn, and I'll say that you see the true drow that were sort of off in the distance turn and begin walking away, not seemingly interested in partaking in this fight.
Okay. How many kobolds are left? There's like 4 kobolds and then the wizard, right? The caster.
There are 6 kobolds left.
Just kidding. 6 kobolds. Okay. Is the one that threw the knife at me currently the closest one to me?
Yes.
Okay. Then I would like to rush him and attack him. And I'm going to go into a frenzy where I can use my bonus actions to attack as well. So I'm just going to like let out a snarl, basically, that kind of hopefully echoes through the hallways here. And I'm just going to like frenzy at this guy and try to kill him.
Yes, sir.
14 for the first one.
14 hits.
For the second one, that'll be a 13.
13 does not hit.
Ooh, okay. So this one hit. All right. Okay, that's excellent. That's gonna do 18 points of damage.
That is exactly enough. As you just walk up to this poor kobold, he's like, he throws his knife and just sits there like unarmed as you just walk up, dragging your axe behind you and just cleave him in a single blow.
I yell like from the top, that one doesn't count.
Oh, it counts. Thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna like juke him out. That'll count as my first miss. I like do an upward like juke, so he like kind of goes up, and then I like underswing him and just kind of kill him that way.
Brutal.
Do I have movement? Like I still have movement, right?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if there's debris down here, is there any large enough that I can just kind of move behind and disappear behind so I don't get range attacked?
Yeah, I mean, I would say that even the piece that they were carrying right next to you is large enough to hide behind.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I just want to like basically walk up, kill this dude, and then like just kind of like sidestep behind cover, basically.
Okay. It is the workers' turns, and they are also like looking over their shoulder at their leader here, the spellcaster, and they seem like confused that he's unable to talk and move. You see, he's kind of like trying to say something, and they just don't really understand it. So they are all going to instead just spread out, and the ones directly around him are all going to throw rocks at Dr. Siegfried.
Shimmying down a fucking rope.
I'm assuming a 9 doesn't hit you, but a 15 might.
15 is my armor class.
Okay, well, the next one is going to hit you, as it is a 21, and that is going to do
That was a face shot, man.
5 points of bludgeoning damage. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw to see if you're able to hold on.
Natural 20.
Okay, not a problem. You find yourself easily able to withstand the damage and hold on to the rope.
Your rocks are strong, but my grip is tighter.
Meanwhile, the other 2 kobolds are going to wrap around this piece of debris onto Talum. The one immediately grabbing out, and he's going to just try and bite you. That is a natural 20. So that is definitely going to hit.
Natural 20s are going around tonight, man.
And that is 11 points of piercing damage, halved to 6 on you, Talum, as he just cleaves and bites into your collarbone, tearing and biting and ripping as hard as he can, sort of digging his claws into you at the same time. The other one is going to take his dagger and just try and stab you afterwards. It would help if I rolled the right dice on this dice roller. There we go. That is 16 to hit.
That is my AC.
Which is so does not quite hit you, luckily, as It could have been bad with a couple of them coming in hot on you at the same time. So that was my kobold workers all done, which brings up Father T, who had to take a phone call, but he put something in chat here.
Yeah, man made it real
It was
detailed.
pretty in depth. Yeah, like
Yeah,
it
good
was,
on
you
him.
know, it was pretty good.
Targeting kobold sorcerer, 13 dex. Okay, well, he automatically fails dex saves, I believe, due to his paralyzed state.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yes, he does. And I'll take his roll, which is 4. Easy enough.
Nice.
The whole turn written
What a
in a single
fucking guy!
paragraph. Not
Yeah.
bad, yeah.
Honestly, that makes me feel bad about
A plus.
so what I do every
set the
turn can be
bar, yeah.
put into a paragraph and done without me.
He's
Yeah.
in student reporter mode for sure right now.
Ah,
Yeah,
true.
True. Yeah, can you guys just not show up? Just send me like a list of attacks and
Yeah.
stuff. I'll play the game by myself. It's actually pretty fine.
He doesn't need us.
I'll say that Father T, after like summoning this flame, just kind of ducks back behind goal, trying to defend himself as best as possible. That does bring up Dr. Siegfried halfway down the rope. You just get hit by a rock.
I'm going to shimmy farther down the rope
Athletics check.
to the floor. 16.
Okay, sort of getting your bearings, and after that really nice con save to hold on, you get a little bit more spunk in your step, and it only takes half of your movement to get to the bottom of the rope.
There's no ice cream, babe.
And I'm gonna run away from the fray. Actually, so you said they like spread out.
Yeah, they sort of spread a little bit.
I'm gonna get as far away as I can with my 15 feet, obviously. But I want to be at least within 15 or within 20 feet of one of the guys on the edge. So one of the edge workers.
Okay. I mean, there are 2 much closer to you that are in combat with Talon if you just want to target one of those.
I'll have my steel defender guy do that, but I don't.
Okay, so you want to
get the
around
fuck
the
out
other
of Dodge.
Okay,
I'm
no
gonna
problem.
run away, and then as I'm like running away, I'm gonna take my dagger and I'm gonna huck it up in the air and I'm gonna give it a little whistle. You know, the one that your dad used to do. It's real loud and ear splitting, and it echoes throughout the thing. And he just very fast goes towards him, and I am now within range because it's 20 feet range. And it's a 19 on that roll, plus 6 is going to be 25.
Yeah, that's just going to nick him.
Sweet. That's going to be 7 points of damage.
7 points of damage onto the kobold worker. Very nice. You see the dagger swing back
To me. And then I'm going to have as my bonus action, I'm going to call for the steel defender to do his thing. And he will integrate himself into the fray next to Taylum and take on one of the 2. Are they equally damaged?
Equally yes.
Equally undamaged. I'll just take the left one, I guess. And
Sure.
And the little steel defender will stand there with his arm, and he'll like give a little glance over to Taylum and like give a little nod in his cylindrical body, and then he's going to keep punching one of the kobolds next to him. That's a natural 1 for the steel defender.
Okay, you see this one is like clamped onto Taylum, biting and tearing, and you see your steel defender like trying to line it up with his like, weird lens, like refocusing and stuff, and he just slams forward as the kobold like ekes out of the way and just straight into Taylum's stomach. Go ahead and roll damage. It is going to be halved as it is bludgeoning damage.
6 points halved. It's actually not bludgeoning damage. It's actually force damage.
Oh,
that would make it
perfect.
the full 6.
So 6 points of damage. Right?
That's my B.
Appreciate that.
I'm gonna go. Oh, sorry. You're lucky it was not farther south.
What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
All right, so that is Dr. Siegfried's turn, bringing Goal back up. Still at the top here, Goal. What would you like to do?
How much movement does it take to get down the rope or ladder or climbing or whatever?
It depends how successful you are at your climb / slide down the rope.
Okay.
I'm not going to let a rope stop you after making that
30-foot
leap.
But is Dr. Siegfried still hanging from the rope?
No, he has gotten to the bottom.
He did get to the bottom. Okay.
Also, there are 2.
So I'm gonna look at Father T and say, "You got this," and I'm gonna start down the rope.
Okay, easy enough to do. Are you going to slide or climb?
If I climb, how long? I mean, I would think I would probably want to slide, but
Sliding,
gonna
you think will be faster. Are you wearing gloves?
That's a good question I hadn't considered before, but I would assume under the weather circumstances that I would be wearing gloves. Hang on just a second. Okay, so I'm gonna say yes. I am wearing gloves.
Okay, I'll say that you have some like harvested leather strips that you've sort of wrapped around your hands. Easy enough. In which case, you will have advantage on your acrobatics check to descend the rope.
Yeah, I picture something that's kind of maybe like what you said, kind of like leather strap wrapping, and maybe some kind of a cloth pulled over for like the extra cold type of thing. So roll what type of check?
Acrobatics with advantage.
Acrobatics with advantage. That is a 7.
Even with advantage.
Oh wait, no advantage. I'm sorry. That is a 18.
Okay. 18, not a problem. You slide down really quickly and make your way to the bottom. I'll say that you still have 3/4 of your movement range.
Okay, so that's still 30 feet. So I'm going to so there's 2 kobolds in front of the little robot and Taylum.
Yep.
And where's everybody else kind of oriented from where I'm at?
So the only like other enemies are the sorcerer is held, and then there are 3 kobolds kind of like flanking and like slowly like spreading out from him. And then to your right is Dr. Siegfried, who's kind of keeping at a distance, but in range to attack.
Okay. So I'm going to run up, and as I'm running, I'm going to pull out my gem sword, and I'm going to make a sword attack on one of the kobolds surrounding the sorcerer, whichever one looks, if I can tell, whichever one looks the most puny.
Okay.
So that is a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And I'm going to spend a key point, and I'm going to do a double unarmed attack to the one next to him.
Yes,
so
sir.
I'm going to like slash, and then I'm going to like kick, and then I'm just going to do a hook.
Very nice. Go ahead and roll for both those attacks as well.
So on the first guy, nice roll. So we do 11 points of damage on the gem sword attack. That's max damage.
Very nice. And that is exactly as much as necessary to delete him from the combat here with one fell swoop. Meanwhile, so the other 2 attacks.
I'm going to slice him from one side, and it's just going to open up one of his carotids and kind of open up his neck a little bit. And he's just going to bleed out. And then I'm going to do my punch and kick. I don't know which one is going to be which. So we'll say my kick is first with a 13 to hit.
Misses.
And then a natural 20 to hook right in the face.
That will hit.
Yeah.
I'm going to like try to kick him, but I'm a little too far away after my lunge with my sword. And then I actually step forward with that kick and just hit him with a punch. Since I'm off balance on the kick, I just use my momentum forward.
Easy enough.
Super cool.
So then that does I guess it's with strength. So that's 6 points of damage with the punch.
Did you double the dice for your natural
I
20?
doubled the dice, but I rolled a 1 and a 2, and I have a +3 for the modifier. So yeah, not
Happens to the
bad,
best of
but
us.
it could have been better.
Yeah, still a decent chunk as you punch a third of his life away.
And after I hit him, I'm like, come on.
Nice. So that's goal, which brings up my Kobold Sorcerer again. Once again, going to attempt to no longer be stunned and finally going to succeed at the end of his turn. He's no longer paralyzed. Aiken, it is now your turn.
Yes. With the little dudes. Oh, Lego lady.
Who is that?
This is somebody from a TV show. Anybody know who this is?
Nope.
She lost out to a prominent actor to another prominent actress
Nope. Don't know.
who is crazy.
Dan, tell us, you're killing us. You're killing us with the suspense.
This is Rachel from Friends,
Oh,
apparently.
okay. Yeah, I can see it now. Yep.
So I'm told.
Wow, she has a Lego?
Haley got that from the Lego store today.
Nice.
So cool.
She's a Friends fanatic. I thought the crazy part would set somebody off to Angelina Jolie being the nut job. Stop.
I'm lagging.
You look good on
Good
my
on
screen.
my screen. Yeah.
Man.
Here
Am I
you go.
back? Am I back? Am I...
Yeah.
You're
You never
back.
left. Yeah.
Okay, cool. I lagged for a second. And there it is again.
Tony, you look good on our screen, man.
Oh, he froze.
Oh,
There you go. This is Down syndrome, Tony.
That's somebody grab a screenshot of that. Where's my phone? Give me my new wallpaper, my new contact.
I'm gonna stop before I make an inappropriate joke.
Poor Tony.
Somebody say I got mail.
And then, wait, Will's in here twice, a student reporter and Father
Yeah.
T.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. I logged
Cool.
out on my phone. But
Want me to try to
yes.
kick him out into
Well,
the?
does student reporter get its own
Very
turn in combat?
Hello. I've come back from the dead.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is what we expect out of the actor to be recorded twice.
The camera does love me.
Yeah.
Before I lag out again, I'm just going to shoot one of the workers.
Go
this
ahead.
time. Not that good. However, it is 14.
14 just hits, yeah.
Oh, very nice. 8. Not enough to kill it, but
Yeah, I'll say that you follow that right through with the punch from goal. So that one's definitely starting to look quite rough now.
very nice. I'd like to imagine it just went through his, right on the inside of his collarbone.
Yummy. Anything as a bonus action, Aiken?
I do not.
Okay, Taylor.
I'm gonna strike the one that's not climbing on me first
Okay.
with my regular action. I think it's gonna miss. It's like a 7. Yeah.
Okay, misses.
So I'm gonna swing down at him, and then I'm gonna try to like kill the one that's on me. In fact, now with my
Mhm.
bonus action, and that'll be a 15.
15 will hit.
Okay. All right. 18 points of damage. I rolled another 11.
18, you said?
Wait, hold on. I'm wrong. Hold on. 16. It'd be 16 points of damage.
All right, so he's barely hanging
Yeah.
in there after the blow. Okay. So that is Talum's action, bonus action. I assume you're staying there, not taking any attack of opportunity.
Yeah. I don't want to give him a chance. I'm actually pretty hurt right now, so
All right,
actually
very
very
nice.
hurt. I only have 12 HP left. So
Well, I hope I can finish you off here with a couple of attacks, as that
You
one
can
climbing all over
try.
you will attempt to bite you again. But it's not going to hit. It's 12
I'm gonna say
hits.
I have. Oh wait, are you back, Garrick?
I think so.
Hey, I didn't say it was okay. I don't get the option. What's the deal? This is not American.
Does a 15
Violating
hit
Dan's
you,
rights.
Garrick?
Yeah, that's my armor class.
Okay, so it's not. Then the other one will close with goal, pull out his second dagger, and go for another stab. And I assume an unnatural 20 is going to hit you, goal.
It will. I don't think
Okay.
I have anything I can use.
And that is actually 7 points of piercing damage that bears into you. All right, and that is my workers' turns, bringing us back to Father T.
Sorry, had a bit of trouble finding the unmute button there. Kobold Sorcerer, is he still up?
He is. He's no longer
All right.
paralyzed.
Rats. But I am going to Sacred Flame cantrip once
Okay.
again. So he will need a dex save as I sort of turn my staff towards the ceiling and it shoots this black ray and it's like the ceiling sort of melts and this lava comes down towards him.
Yes, sir. That is a 15 on the save.
Then he takes no damage. It has no effect.
All right, let's go. Able to dodge out of the way. This one no longer paralyzed, so actually able to get a roll in, if nothing else. Anything as a bonus action, Father T?
No. Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
In that case, Dr. Siegfried, down to you.
As you know, I just crashed out for a second there.
Mhm.
Workers that are left.
There are 4. 2 are the ones on Talum, and 2 are the ones that you and Goal have been flirting with over here.
I'm going to use my action to. I want to call out in Draconic to the head sorcerer guy.
Okay.
Hello, sir. If we could, for a moment, discuss. Is everything okay? How did you sustain the injury?
He looks a little bit nervous, but eventually says, "It was in the battles."
With who? Who did you do battle with?
The Dark Elves. They use burning oil.
Oh, that is unfortunate. Why are you attacking us on sight? We
This
are not
is
dark
our
elves.
The Dark Elves are ally now, but our home is our home.
So you are okay with is the people who burnt your face, but you don't like us, who you don't even know?
I don't like them either.
Well,
But if you have
what is your medical situation for the guards? Do you have any sort of medical coverage to fix that sort of thing?
What?
It looks infected and burnt. I could perhaps bandage it up, to blow this whole thing over.
And
I'm
your
a-
friends will stop fighting us?
Yes, I just have to talk to them for a second though.
All right. He shouts out in Draconic, halt! And all of the kobolds like look around confused, but stop fighting.
Guys, I fixed it.
I still got one like pinned to the rock, I think.
I'm gonna look at Tape and I'm gonna be like, your call.
They're not going to kill us if we do not kill them. It's rather simple. And of course, I'm sure they're very sorry for attacking us on sight, but turns out they're just we are intruders in their home, which is true.
I like snap my vision over to the other one next to me.
They seem to have backed, like, they stopped when they heard this call from the dragon, the kobold sorcerer leader.
If he backs off, I'll kind of like mirror his action and kind of like let the other one down and just kind of like slowly back off, like, and just hold my ground a little bit.
See, it is okay. Now, you, sir, do you have a name who I was speaking to before?
Yes. He says his name is Predril.
Can you speak common, Pedro?
No.
That's fine. I will translate for you. I turn to the rest of the group. Look, I struck up a deal with these guys. We don't have to kill anything else in this room unnecessarily. They're just trying to clear rubble out of their home. Yeah, so.
I yell from the top, "What's going on down there?" As I'm like going from one guy to the next.
We're all good. All good. No need to shoot any further.
All good, and I like wind it back harder and like aim towards.
Not that
sorcerer.
kind of good.
So,
I'm doing this motion. No, don't
Kill?
do that.
Kill.
What?
Kill.
I'm gonna walk over to where Siegfried is at.
Look, the poor man's eyeball is hanging out of his face.
If Talum backs out of his rage, then I'm gonna stand down. But I'm just gonna.
I don't lose my rage, won't I?
I'm gonna be like very on guard, and completely distrusting. But I'm not gonna be engaging either.
See, we've all struck a deal. Now, sir, if you don't mind, could I take a look at you?
He just nods.
What are you doing?
I am going to fix his fucked up face. For lack of a better term. Don't worry, he can't understand us.
Good luck with that.
Well, I was thinking if I could shove the optic nerve back into his head, perhaps put a little healing magic on it, it could be repaired. Although, we will see in good time.
Ask the ugly kobold if he knows where Callie is.
Yeah, I will do so. Yes, Sir Kobold, you have already done us a service, but we are looking to get out of your hair as long as possible. And as you say, you don't necessarily favor the dark elves, but you are fine with them. So could you tell us where a certain one who goes by the name of Kelly, do you know where that one is located?
I know not the names of these elves.
I forget. Does the atoning room or atonement, does that ring any sort of bells?
No, but if it is in their city, it is this way.
Oh, perfect. Yes, do you have some sort of residents who would like to do this checkup in, or would we do it here on the cave floor?
Here.
Okay. Could you have your men perhaps show my friends the civilization, the father in the temple in which you are talking about, while I work on you?
After.
If you say so. Just trying to save time for both of us. Get us out of your hair quicker.
What is he saying, Siegfried?
He is saying that we are quite bothersome to him. He does not know about Cali, as he does not know about the elves. Totally different ecosystems here. And he wants us out as soon as possible. And I also deprived you of a couple of points in your game, so I have won myself in a regard as well. So I'm fairly happy with the situation.
Yet we are no step closer to achieving our goals. Like, look at goal.
We are not
Not-
farther away. Hey, look at you. I can see the blood coming from your furs. You don't. You were not up to continue fighting these kobolds either. Look,
Continue fighting the kobolds?
no, we're good. Look, we're intruders in this situation, and while I understand we need to get what we ask for, we also should not destroy any lives or cut any Achilles tendons if we can help it.
What of the egg?
Oh, well, maybe I can try to figure that out as well. All right, sir. It is time. Maybe you could, walk me through what exactly is going on here. And I'm gonna get my little steel defender here with his bunch of tools and stuff if I need an extra hand. And I want to, with a bit of a mixture of good old practical medicine and maybe sprinkle in some healing spells here or there, to possibly fix this dude's face from A, either getting further worse than it was, or B, healing the damage that he already has.
Okay. What kind of spells are you using?
I only have cure wounds.
Okay. So you're going to use a first level cure wounds?
Certainly.
All right. Go ahead and roll for the healing there. And then roll a medicine check.
Cure wounds. That is going to give him. Oh, I rolled maximum for 11 hit points.
Okay.
Healing. Could I have my steel defender aid me in it?
Yes.
Medicine is going to be 17.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, you're able to significantly repair and reconstruct his face. It's interesting. He looks so different afterwards. It's like the sort of natural lining of his jaw, the way that it was supposed to be sitting is a lot different than the way that it had after all of this contact with apparently this hot oil that had been sprayed on him. His face like reconstructs, almost perfectly. There's a little bit of like pink, new flesh and a little bit of gray scar tissue on the edges, but he looks like almost fully healed.
When I'm operating, I want to sort of like go complete blank mode. It looks almost like like Talum's Rage, but like the exact opposite. I just like enter a state of complete
It's the Wu
focus.
Wei.
It's a bit sociopathic. Like he like screams and wriggles around, and I like hold him tighter and like fix. Yeah, but I get the job done efficiently, and that's all that matters.
All right, yes, and he'll like reach up and like touch his face and just like look, awestruck. And he reaches out really quickly, and for a second you almost like recoil back, but he just like grabs your arm. Thank you.
I'm going to recognize during that time that Siegfried is somewhat vulnerable, and I'm gonna come close to him to. I have tentative feelings about him, but I'm gonna stand close enough to him that I'm protecting him without it looking like I'm protecting him. But it probably looks like I'm protecting him.
Fair enough.
At
enough
some
to be
point
like,
during it,
"Hey."
I'm like sweating, and I'm gonna have my steel defender like dab my forehead, and I'll like
Nice.
take off. I'll take off Goal's coat, and I'll fucking like throw it back to him, and I'm like,
Amazing. That's awesome.
I just catch it with a straight arm,
okay,
throw it over my shoulder.
yeah, thank you. Listen, I'm going to be honest. In all this kerfuffle, I forgot your name. Could you give it to me one more time?
It is Predrill Camus.
Oh,
I'll send it in here.
perfect. If you could, you have sway over the kobolds, yes?
Yes.
If you could tell them we are attempting to get out as soon as we can from your home, so we are not a threat, please do so, as to avoid incidents like this in the future.
Yes. You are already out of my home.
Perfect.
It looks around the Underdark like.
Yes, this is of course the Dark Elf's home, but in your home, do you have any recollection of an egg of any kind?
Roll a persuasion check with advantage.
Fixed your face, man. Come on, give me something. 14.
Yes, of course.
Is it kept down here as well?
No.
It's in the temple.
Yes.
Do you know where in the temple?
Why do you want to know?
Well, we have heard that it is sacred. Is that the right word? It's important to your people, yes?
Yes.
And to avoid further incidents like this, we want to stay as far away from this egg as we possibly can. So if you could tell us the location so we don't accidentally look suspicious going around there.
Is this in Draconic, this conversation?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it. I was going to grin.
Just so you know, I'm super lying about that. I definitely want to go get the egg.
Yes, for
Okay.
sure.
Okay, cool.
He sort of like takes a second and says, "This is in the northeast portion."
Oh, I don't even think we are heading there. Or good. It is far away, out of sight and out of mind. Thank you. It's been a while since I've been able to practice medicine. So remember
Okay,
my name.
good.
I'm Dr. Siegfried, and yeah, whatever. We're gonna go now. All right, guys, I got him fixed up. I know where the egg is. Let's go. No Callie, but the egg. Any questions?
He doesn't know where she is at all.
I'll
No.
be right back.
You see, we are right now in a lair with the spiders and the dark elves. And up there is the temple. Two separate societies altogether. So the kobolds, they don't know anything about what goes on that the dark elves do, and vice versa.
Did we see which way the drow walked away?
You did.
Which direction did they go?
It looks like they headed, if you look at the map, like southwest.
There's a part in the northeast corner if we continue heading where we're going, is that is housing the egg.
Taylor just kind of looks in the distance. I guess I would assume it's probably pretty dark in the southwest.
Yes, very.
Does it seem like it just goes like that direction, like disappears?
It's hard to say. I mean, it's very dark.
I say, if I am recalling the map correctly, we go from where we are now, we continue through the temple, go up to the middle area where we got the bomb that we thought was the egg, go to the eastern side, and then go up from there so we can stay out of the cave systems as much as possible. Any objections?
Talon wishes to find Callie, but he knows he cannot go alone. If I go to find the egg, I know I cannot. It is a lot to ask from Talon to you all. But he thinks he will find Callie much easier with help. Drow are much tougher than these kobolds. Lead the way to the egg.
We're not in any sort of condition to continue fighting anyone for long periods of time.
Out of his
I'm
rage,
fine.
it kind of notices, yeah. Are his men going to give us trouble? Like gesture to the wizard.
No, we've worked out some sort of deal, hopefully. And I'm gonna sort of like give him like a thumbs up. Okay, see?
Lead the way, Siegfried. Talon thinks we are walking into the lion's den.
I was scared before, but I'm confident now. So, I'm gonna shake up my glow-in-the-dark bottle. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay. You see on the other side of this like underdark portion, another pulley system of some kind set up, and they're slowly lifting debris out of this area, or at least were until you interrupted their work. And you think, those ropes are potentially climbable if you want to re-enter the temple above.
So guys, if you look at the map also, so we want to avoid the Underdark, right? We want to avoid going through there. Is that your thought?
Yeah. That's my opinion.
Okay. Talon's gonna kind of like gaze into the Underdark, just for any signs of any movement, any people. Like as we reach that next pulley system or whatever, it looks like there's a path going basically straight south. Can I see anything down that way?
Do you have dark vision?
Mm-hmm.
Roll a perception check.
A 1.
It's a 1.
Yeah, it's a natural 1.
You do not see anything.
Hey, Telum, you're supposed to open your eyes when you are looking for something.
Talon like doesn't look happy, and he spits, and there's like a lot of blood in the spit.
Yeah.
Lead the way.
Are you all right, friend? Do I need some?
Talon is fine. Lead the way.
Okay. And I will lead the way.
Okay, you're climbing up these ropes?
Yep.
Go ahead and roll an athletics check.
I kind of like am hesitant at first, and I turn around and I'm like, yes, climb up the ropes.
You said it's a pulley system, or is it just ropes?
There is like a pulley system used for like lifting this debris up. Yeah, you see like there's a piece of debris, like this gigantic rock currently hooked into it that you assume they were attempting to lift to the top.
I will try to climb up.
Okay. Athletics check.
7 minus 1 is 6.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to climb up. It takes you a while, and there are times where like you're kind of like swinging awkwardly. You have to like wait until you're like recentered before you start climbing again.
Oh boy.
It's not a terribly far climb, but it takes you some time. Reaching the top, you just see the corridor continues on to another set of double doors.
As being the first one up there, I'm gonna crawl over the top, and then I'm just kind of like gonna fall back, and I'm like,
Taylor's gonna wait for everyone else to go. He's determined to go last.
Okay.
Is this higher up than where we started? Sorry, I missed a chunk.
No, it's equally high up. That's where you started.
So
This is to get back.
am
to
I
where we
already
were.
on that level? Because I didn't go down at all.
Yes.
No climbing for Father T.
Oh,
you're-
yeah, same.
But you're on the
Well,
wrong
no,
side.
it's on the opposing
Oh.
side. Yeah, if you guys are looking at the map.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Lame.
Like
I
we
guess
went
there's some
down into
climbing
the
for
thing, and now
Father
we're
T.
climbing up the other side. Yeah,
Okay.
we just like
Well-
straight up left you guys behind. Like they're like, "Are we fighting?"
Yeah, should we go down?
I assumed that you two had descended during this period of calm.
If I didn't realize, yes, I would have descended then.
I did reconstructive face surgery. You can't climb down an upper
The whole
rope.
time Aiken had his bow just drawn like that whole time.
Make way. This will be quite easy. I'll attempt to climb up the other side then.
Athletics check.
7.
Okay. It's it's slow going for you. I mean, you get winded after like, a few feet and really have to like take a second to catch your breath, and a few feet later you're winded again. It's 30 feet and it takes Father T like 5-6 minutes to get to the top.
Like hold the rope kind of steady for him so it doesn't sway around as much.
I do
Does he
not
let
have
out-
the body I once did.
Does he let out like old man sitting in a chair noises?
Oh yeah.
I used to be stronger, but it all fades with time.
Yes. So, some of us were stronger before. Yes, of course. Me too.
Taylor like puts his foot on the rope and holds it taut and just like kind of nods to Aiken and Goal. Go for it. Taylor holds.
So is there only this method to get up, or is there still a crude ladder or climbing
this-
holds?
System.
This side has the similar like handholds. It seemed like a backup if the ropes are, out of commission or something.
I'm gonna just go up the handholds.
Okay. Roll an athletics check.
Uh, 17.
Yeah. While Father T is like very slowly ascending the rope, you just like climb up the side of this rock face like it's no problem. Like you're up in like 30 seconds. You're like not
There
even
you
winded
go.
at the top. Just
I'm gonna look like a champion rock climber, and I'm gonna be like going up, and then I'm gonna stretch, and then I'm gonna like go down and get a good foothold and jump up to the next one,
Mhm.
and then hang off and like go around backwards and grab one, and I'm gonna make a spectacle of it.
Nice, you do. All the kobolds are like just staring at you, like, what is this freak?
We were gonna fight him.
Yeah, right.
All right, I'll try to climb up the rope as well. So actually,
I'm gonna help anybody else coming up. Father T, I'm gonna do whatever I can do to help steady the rope, and when he gets close enough, I'll give him a hand to steady his climb. And
Okay, you take his old trembling hands. You can see like his arms are like thinning and almost have that like paper-like quality to the skin. The muscles like trying to like tighten against it. He looks rough. He's like old.
so he's got like that friable type of skin where it tears real easy.
Exactly. And you can tell like his hands are like a little bit like blistered and scabbed just from like this brief climb. Like he's just not made for this.
So I was gonna pull him up by his hands, and then I realized how tender he looks, and I take his hand, and then instead of like just going, I was just gonna like yank him up. I'm just gonna just steady him. I'm gonna realize how frail he is when I take his hand, and he has like a limp handshake type of feeling, and I'm gonna slowly pull him up like you would a geriatric person.
This guy was gonna rip my arms off.
Pretty much. That goal is just like, a fucking brick shit house here. He's just like ready to rip you up. Like, oh, maybe
This
not.
Wookie. So I'm gonna try to climb the rope, I guess. I actually have 2 points of exhaustion. I don't know where I got the first one from, but I know I got the second one from frenzying, which means I have like half my movement speed and disadvantage on checks.
Okay, yeah. So
Ability
you're in a rough spot. Go ahead and roll with disadvantage then.
All right. Dude, I just rolled a natural 1 and a 5.
Okay. You guys are watching as Talum gets about halfway up, and then you see he's like breathing really heavily, and he just looks in a state of pure exhaustion. And if anyone's watching, you almost see like it almost looks like he like loses consciousness for a second, like blacks out and just drops 15 feet straight down. And that will be 7 points of bludgeoning damage. You slam into the ground.
Talum, did you die?
I run over to him and like kneel and check him out.
Talum feels like shit. Maybe we use that. I like look at the pulley system. I literally have 5 HP right now, so
We'll worry about that in a minute.
Get him up here.
I start like wrapping his head with bandages.
Okay. D4 plus medicine.
Yes. Cool. You get 5 hit points back from some compression on your head. Make sure to ice that.
Thank you, Aiken.
Don't thank me until you get up there. And I like lift you up with a hand. Or I guess I extend a hand out to pick you up.
Talum is so big, climbing is not always easy. We will try again. I'm gonna try the wall. I'll try the wall, I guess.
Okay. I would like to imagine that I have Proteus like on my chest. Like one of those tactical dogs. Yep.
Yeah, nice. Athletics check with disadvantage, Taylor.
That's gonna make it a 14.
14. Okay, yeah, you're able to climb it. I mean, once again, you are just winded, exhausted. You're beat to shit. So it's not a pretty climb, but
I stop a couple times, and you can see him like shaking, just holding the wall. Just
like, for sure,
trying to not like fall.
Handhold by handhold, you make it up.
That was bullshit.
Aiken.
Yeah. I would like to make the climb as well. So there's like handholds and pulley systems and ropes. Like, got a lot of variety with this climb.
That's true. Yeah.
I think I will take the ropes.
Okay.
Just because I think it will be easier with a dog on me.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll for that athletics check.
The total is 15.
15. Just like that, the party has conquered their first rope. Congratulations, guys. Yes. What a win.
Can we level up? Can we get a level up for that?
It's a rope level, right? Everyone gets a rope level.
Yeah, a rope level. We all like level 2 in ropes.
If Talum already got bandaged, does that mean I also cannot bandage him?
That is correct.
Talum, how are you feeling now? Are you still under the weather?
You see, he's like on one knee. He's not okay.
Yeah, I'll say I just like kind of catching my breath and just like.
I'm gonna start pulling beakers out, and I'm gonna start doing like mixing liquids together and shit. I don't envy you. Open your mouth.
Talum wishes Ziliana was here.
I wanna grab your face and like tilt it back. Like, I don't know if you ever had a cat and you've had to give them like medicine before. Nightmare. Yeah. Like shove my fingers kind of in your mouth. They're a little bloody from like a kobold face. And I'm just going to like take this. I'm going to give it a sniff. Like, I'm going to pour it down your throat and I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Oh my God.
Okay.
I'd like to like stop him and just like get and then just take it from him and then.
Oh no! Okay, I am not a strong man. I will go to strength contests on this though.
No, you attempt
If
to
you
force
try to
him off
fight
you.
back, I will like no, no.
All right, let's do it.
Let's do it.
Strength to strength. It'll be
You're
disadvantage either way.
exhausted.
Yeah, I
I'm
will
just
have
weak.
disadvantage. You're right. Oh god, dude. Oh wow.
9.
So wait, it's just a strength check,
Athletics check.
athletics check. Oh. 12.
9.
Even in your extremely weakened state, I mean, Dr. Siegfried is not forcing anything down your throat. You just like
Not-
rip it out of his hand.
Do not make Talon raise to his feet until he is ready. And then just like come down the whole thing in like 2 gulps, whatever, however much it is.
Okay. Go ahead and
might be go back.
Give it back.
roll for that.
I rolled 6 plus 3, 9 more hit points.
Nice, dude.
Very nice. Yeah, almost immediately, Talon, you feel a lot better. I mean, you're still fucking exhausted, but at least you don't feel like you could die at any moment. So that's nice.
Okay, you feel better now? You feel more healthy?
I like stand up and take a step closer.
Yes, it's
Hey.
horrible.
Talon thanks you. I like slap him hard on the back. Let us go.
If I ever force anything down your throat, trust me. Because it is good.
Talon like kind of slowly looks at the rest of the party and then just walks off like in the direction away down the bridge, down the tunnel.
Okay. It leads to a relatively nondescript set of double doors. They have similar carvings, but less pronounced than some of the other doors you've seen so far.
If there are kobolds on the other side, do we fight them?
We tell them about our deal from Pridle. Pridle? Pridle? Pridrill? Pridrill. Pridrill.
Pre-drill.
Predrill. Pridrill. Fuck.
Always pre-drill your whole.
Perhaps someone else should talk.
No one else knows Draconic. You must lead.
Shit,
So I
yes,
like
alright.
push one of the doors open.
Okay.
Unless it's a pull door, in which case I pull it open. I look at the hinges first.
Check the hinges.
Check the hinges. Check the hinges. It is a push door,
Check
so
the hinges.
you just lean your arm and shoulder into it, and it starts slowly creaking inwards, and you see what looks to be a sort of sleeping chamber. You see 3 kobolds currently sleeping here, and a number of unoccupied beds.
I slowly, out of habit, reach for the war pick, just like on my side.
Okay, easy enough. You arm yourself.
Looks like there's plenty of room. You should get some rest.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
Maybe short time. Little rest. I like look at one of the kobolds sleeping. Those look quite cozy, but you're in a hurry.
Everyone, follow my lead, and I will go heel to toe, very smoothly walk, quietly, stealthily across the room.
Okay, roll a stealth check.
I'll follow suit.
It is going. That's a 2 plus 1. That's a 3.
Okay, you attempt to sneak over, and you immediately kick one of these beds. It shifts and kind of like collides with another one.
Ah,
And they
shite.
clank immediately. The 3 all just like their eyes shoot open. They start growling and draconic, screaming at each other with like freaking out.
Look, I know what this looks like. Pre-drill. You know him?
Of course.
You should know of him. We have permission to be here. He's in the last chamber if you wish to go talk to him.
Roll a persuasion check.
Please. Don't kill me. Persuasion is going to be plus 18.
Well, keep it down. They just like lay back down.
Yes, sorry. I think we can walk normally now.
Good work.
I'm gonna walk through
I'm-
and I'm gonna stop at any kobolds who have like been disturbed, and I'll like sort of like push the blankets up a little bit and be like, sorry, let me leave some. Sorry, I apologize. If you could move. I
They all
could-
just like glare at you
It's
as you
fine.
do this.
Yes, no, it's fine. Yes, I will be out of here in one moment.
Are you just
And
walking through?
yeah,
the
I
room?
want to make my way through here.
To the next door.
To the other
So,
door.
so you're not taking Father T up on his suggestion for arrest?
I mean, they don't seem like they don't have an issue with us.
Could spend an hour here and do a short rest. Tiny nap.
Like,
We'll let you guys
like a
discuss
long rest is
IP.
unreasonable for us to.
Oh yeah.
However, they just told us to keep it down.
Yeah. I walk up behind Talum and I whisper to him. I say, I think it's best you lay down. Just for a minute at least. How do you say it's feline rest? No,
Oh.
no.
Talum knows this. A nap cat.
A nap cat, yes. One of those.
No, I believe it is a pussy pass out. No, maybe I made that one up.
perverse.
Oh, no,
You see Talum kind of smile for the first time since we've been down here. 15
I'm
minutes.
Yeah.
That is all Talum needs. And I'm just gonna find a bed and I'm gonna sleep in a bed.
15
I'm gonna-
minutes.
Yeah.
We'll make it 30.
Now, Zayt
Are
is a nap
we level
kid.
3?
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrifying question.
Yeah, if we're gonna take a nap fuck.
A nat cat?
I do not mind. I need that.
Amazing. Amazing.
Although I wish I wouldn't have just burned that spell slot though. But in hindsight, I was just
Whoa.
trying to look out for
Oh,
my
yeah.
boy.
Appreciate it.
That was more of. Also, that wasn't Aiken being ironic.
So, what do you decide?
We're gonna take a
Short
nap,
rest.
Take a little
nap
quick
cat.
short rest.
Or a pussy pass out, as some may say.
Okay.
I don't know who would say that. That's a little weird, but
I'm not sure either, but
You guys
I'm
know
burning
barbarians
all
have
three of my hit
D10s?
dice. D12s.
Are Dr. Siegfried, are you allowing yourself to fall asleep for this short time, knowing the potential ramifications of that action?
Do I have to sleep during short rest?
You don't have to, but it might be more fulfilling.
Fair.
I
I
am-
do
it-
not want to sleep during the short rest.
Okay.
Aiken is
There's a
not-
couple
I
of
want
times you like
to light
shake
up.
yourself and just try to keep yourself up as you're like laying on this bed trying to relax and trying
there any-
not to sleep.
Is there any furniture in here?
Yeah, I
Would-
mean there are beds.
I want to cut the. I want to cut the wooden legs like off a bed or something.
Okay, you're going to dismantle a bed.
Yeah, like if it's got like screw, like I would have fully like unscrew it and like take the panels off and like discard. Like I want to dismantle this entire thing.
Okay, go ahead and roll a tinkering check.
Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep. A 10.
Okay, you start dismantling the bed. One of the kobolds is kind of like looking over to you, but doesn't say anything.
I'm gonna keep mumbling to myself as I do it.
Okay.
So
you
then,
do.
yeah. So short rest.
Yes,
Is
short
that
rest.
happening? Cool.
Does exhaustion get reversed by short, or is it just long rest?
No,
It's long
just
rest.
And it's only
rest.
1 point, right? Or is it?
1 point per long rest.
Okay, damn. Okay.
So question with that. Do you have to take, like, when you long rest, just like whenever, right? Let's say we long rest after this whole operation. Do you have to take 2 long rests to get rid of 1 point? Or you just take 1 long rest and it gets rid of one of the points?
Yes.
Because I didn't know if it was like this weird thing, like you're so tired you have to sleep, like,
No.
Get the initial rest, and then you work off your
Yeah.
deficit. Yeah.
Okay. Might seem like a silly question, but still came to mind.
I burnt all 3 of my hit dice. Because why not? And I'm at full health, which is dope.
I will be watching, like, literally on your bedside. Just sitting. Not looking at you, though, with my back to you.
I'm going to wake up, but not, like, stir, you know? And just kind of, like... And, say... This one is watching over, they will know.
Can I hear it?
Yeah, I say it quietly, like I'm awake now.
This one is watching over everyone.
It's good to have one such as Aiken with that bow looking out for us. And I'm gonna like sit up and the bed's gonna creak. Aiken feels much better. How long was I out?
Just about 58 minutes starting now, and you see I'm like, the whole bed is like in pieces on the floor. You said only
Dan.
15, but I did not trust that would help.
Somebody.
My nose is bleeding. Sorry, guys.
Oh,
Fun.
Yay! I deal with nosebleeds at work all the time.
that's Dan. We took a short rest. If you need to burn any dice or anything to
Oh,
restore health. I had to. I was like,
so we took a short rest once we all got to the top.
yeah,
We
in the little
found-
barracks
yeah.
area. Yeah,
We like camped out.
yeah. There's like beds in here and stuff. In this
There's
room, so-
kobolds sleeping in here, and we woke them up, and they said,
There's
"Hey, what
beds?
the hell?"
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, I forgot we moved on.
Yeah.
He just got a spontaneous nosebleed.
That's what it looked like. Yeah,
Anybody know what the medical term for nosebleed is?
No.
nasal pharyngeal.
No, it's not that long.
Nasal vasculitis. Nasal.
It wouldn't be nasopharyngeal unless it was
Yeah.
like deep down.
Yeah,
You'd
that's
have to
in
know
your-
the words of it, really.
Yeah. Does it have the word vascular in it? Right.
Epistaxis.
Epistaxis.
I just looked it up, and
Nasoepistaxis.
I was gonna pretend that I knew it. Oh, is it epistaxis? But
What don't you do? You don't put something in there and go like this.
Yeah.
You leave your head forward.
Why is that again? Because then you swallow blood and
drains.
stuff, and it.
Well, because it'll drain potentially, and then it's not wanting to stop; it's wanting to drain. So if you lean your head forward, you'll more easily form a clot and stop the bleeding.
I deal with those a lot.
Look at him; he's doing the right thing.
Yes. I knew one of my friends, he literally always goes back, and I just say, "Dude, stop!
mom
Like, you're
from
not
bed?
fixing it." And he's like,
no.
"No, dude, I get it all the time. This
It
helps."
feels really gross to like lean back as well. Like
Oh.
that's pretty fucked up. to
Oh
me.
yeah, when you taste it, yeah,
Yeah.
it's gross.
There's
I've
this-
never
oh,
done that, but they taught us that in school
Click the phone.
to tell people because I guess people do it.
Call him. Yeah, and that'll call him.
There was this kid at work the other day. We have like this alligator that you can tilt, and you're not supposed to. And he's like a little 8-year-old kid, and these teenagers were tilting it, and they let go of it, and it came back and destroyed his nose. Like, he was
Oh,
bleeding.
man.
Oh,
So.
I know what you're talking about, dude. Yeah. Big
Ever
one.
since I broke my nose, I get random nosebleeds all the time. It sucks.
Oh really?
Yeah.
We get a
You
lot
take
of those.
you
Like,
take fish oil or aspirin daily?
No.
So can
A lot of
I
people-
put all the pieces of this bed into my bag of holding?
Yeah, you start collecting the pieces of the dismantled bed. The kobold, like that was watching you earlier, just like looks away, like acts like he's not seeing this happen. Seems like he's not willing to, put up a fight about it.
"Hey man, I just work here." He's thinking.
Yeah, literally.
An hour. I've been sleeping an hour. We must go. I'm gonna head towards the other door on the other side.
Okay, easy enough. It's just a single door this time.
I open it. I go through it.
Okay. Oh, you see what appears to be like, or at least probably was once like a staging area. You see these two large pools. They're both full with this sort of like murky water, but you think that they were probably at one point used as like some sort of ceremony oils or something like that. And then you see a couple of cupboards filled with old like antiques and things. You see like some old like cracked and broken cups. You see one sort of statuette that looks like it might be made of gold or
Dude,
a
I'm already on it. I'm already over there. Like, oh, antiques. I'm gonna start looking at stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say that you find a small statuette that looks to be made of gold and has small rubies for eyes. It looks to signify some sort of dragon human hybrid, but not quite a dragonborn. You're not sure what it's supposed to really mean. But then beside it, you see two large platinum plates, each of which with an etching of the platinum dragon on it. The rest of them are old antiques, but nothing particularly valuable.
I'm going to take those.
Okay. As you're just like filing through, taking these random things, the double doors leading to the central platform open, and you see a sort of robed and cloaked kobold. He has this weird like train, almost like he's wearing a dress, like dragging behind him, and he's holding a saucer filled with this yellow like goop, and he just like looks up at you like confused.
We have permission to be here.
What? What do you mean?
Pre-draw. He said, we're just looking.
Why are you taking?
I was just looking at those two.
He like puts what he's holding down slowly and like takes a step back.
What are you
I'm
doing?
going to circle around the backside of him.
Okay. He like takes a quick step and then like seeing you just like kind of steps forward. I don't want any trouble, but those are heirlooms, priceless heirlooms.
Hmm. Oh, I was not taking it.
Well, if you don't mind putting it back.
And I'm like, yes, of course. I was just examining. Put the plates in that statue back.
Good.
It will.
Is there something I can do for you?
No, we'll keep making our way through here. Don't worry.
He just like watches you all. Glances back at Goal every few seconds. Looks a little scared.
I'm just gonna walk past him, and then past Goal towards
He,
the
like,
towards the
he
open
takes
door.
like a wide step out of your way as you walk toward him, and you're able to pass past him. So you were returning both the plates and the statue to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
As
Very
I
nice
walk
of you.
past, what sort of oil are we looking at here over in these containers?
So you think that they used to be used for oils.
Oh,
Now
they're
it looks
just
like
empty?
it might be murky water.
Oh.
But you can investigate further if you'd like.
No, I would have if it was the oil. I wanted to see if it was flammable, but just gross water. Nah,
Yeah,
it's
it
okay.
looks to be just gross water. Okay.
And then I want to go
You can-
out and then out on the main platform and then cut across to the east.
Okay, so you all start the long journey back to where Goal had originally jumped. You see the same platform has clearly been visited since, probably by the man you just spoke to, if you had to guess, just by his orientation of where he'd come from. But you can see that like things are like moved around a bit. It looks like there was like some scuffling of feet. Some of the dust is like disrupted. Obviously, investigating the fact that the golden fake dragon egg is gone. But if that is not particularly interesting to you guys, you can go ahead and hook a right and start heading toward the other doorway.
All right, now this next room looks fancy and big, so be prepared.
As we walk on that bridge, I'm gonna say, "You can't tell me they don't know that was us." I like look back at the egg spot. This seems too easy. Be on your guard.
Okay.
One of you needs to learn Draconic as well. This is more than I've talked in my whole life.
You approach the door to the east.
I think I think technically I can write in Draconic, but I cannot speak Draconic.
You don't think that there's a lot of literacy in the
Actually-
kobold community.
Yeah. Also, I cannot write in Draconic. So there
Fair
was
enough.
not really much. There was not really much, meat and potatoes to that statement. But
What's the big doors look like? I assume they're big doors.
They look very ornamented, much fancier than a lot of the doors that you've seen here. These are actually painted with a mural of a single platinum dragon head that seems like open at the crack in the center of the double doors. But it almost grins at you as you're walking up towards it. It's got a weird perspective about it. It has a three-dimensional look, even though it's painted flat.
I'll check the hinges and I will try to pry it open.
Okay. As you reach in to pull it towards you, you immediately feel it snag on something. And you all to roll dexterity saving throws as a bolt of lightning shoots directly down toward the center platform here.
Shit. My steel defender is walking around with us as opposed to being in my bag. Does he need to roll save too?
Yes, sir.
7.
I got a 5. He got a 13.
Got a 13 as well.
13.
Oh, I didn't do my short rest. How does short rest work again?
You can burn
dice.
hit dice to give yourself hit points back. So for you, I believe, is your hit dice a D8 as a monk? Somebody?
Yeah.
So you can roll a D8 plus your Constitution modifier up to 3 times to regenerate hit points.
I forgot the con modifier.
And you get them back. You get half of them back for a long rest.
Okay. I'm gonna say I used 1.
Okay.
Do I have to roll for Proteus?
Sure.
What should I add? 3? I think we were
Yeah.
saying. He got 10.
Okay. Did anyone get over a 15?
does 15 itself count?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay, Father T able to just hit the floor here, avoiding the brunt of this bolt of lightning as you see. You hear this crack of thunder and this bolt of lightning. You smell kind of the ozone in the air as it burnt through the space. Father T, you suffer no points of damage. However, everyone else suffers 17 points of lightning damage.
Yeah,
I rolled out of my mind on the damage there. It's literally 1 off maximum damage that I rolled.
Damn.
Is anyone severely hurt? I assume.
Looking around, it looks like everyone is pretty hurt.
I only have 2 spell slots, so
Yeah, I hit the ground and I'm smoking.
My hair's all standing up.
Looking around, who looks like the worst?
My skin of blue is a little green now. Also, Proteus. Is he dead?
I'll say that you're able to shield him with your body, protect him.
I think there's a certain thing that happens if they die.
Yeah, you can reclaim them, but I'll say that he did not die in this case.
Okay.
Does anyone want some healing?
Well, I would not turn it down.
The first 2 to raise their hand get it.
I'm gonna
Someone
drink
else.
one potions.
Okay.
All right. I will go over to both of them, and I will cast 2 cure wounds. I'll cast 1 at 2nd level on Taylum, because I know he was already pretty hurt before this. And I'll cast 1 at 1st level. No, you were not.
I mean, I was at full health. But...
Yeah, he got back to full during the long rest. I didn't even get back to full during my long rest.
So I will cast 2nd level on him, and I reverse order there. And as I hold my staff over you. It's this inky black thing on the top opens up again, and it's almost like it draws the lightning out of your body, as it like pulls this lightning out right where it struck you, and you see it like forms a ball in the center before just disappearing into the black.
Is it lightning? Did you know that it was coming?
Well, sometimes I have premonitions. This was one of those times.
Did you not
I
need
trust
to
it
let
out.
anyone else know?
Would have been good to know. I'm like smoothing my hair back down.
Well, it doesn't work like that. Okay. Cure wounds. Cure wounds.
Logan, I went ahead and just did a bandage on myself.
Okay.
Talum gets 10 points of
Ooh, yeah.
HP back. And 11 for you.
What are you doing,
Thanks.
Scout?
Okay. You're still staring at an unopened door in front of you.
Dalum is not touching this door. I'm just gonna like I'm gonna take a dodge position or something. If that can I do that? Like
Yeah,
ready in action, like dodge in case that
Yeah.
happens again.
Indeed.
Perhaps could we open the door at all? Or was it when you touched the door, did it shock?
It's like as he pulled on it to start opening it, it shot the lightning bolt.
Is the door locked? Did you notice if the door was locked?
Did
You
it feel like it
definitely felt
moved or yeah?
You definitely felt a catch on something when the lightning bolt went off.
Locked?
Um,
I do not know.
Is
I'm
there
going to try
a
something. Maybe we should clear out of the room in case it happens again.
or at least stand back rather far? I will be the first one to retreat back to the middle and like back down the bottom.
Okay, you do.
And I put my
Hey.
goggles on.
I retreat as well. Not like in a fast manner, just like take cover somewhere.
I'm gonna move like 30 feet away, and then I will cast Thaumaturgy, which says it can cause unlocked doors to fly open.
Okay. The doors immediately fly open and a similar lightning bolt comes shooting out towards you. Go ahead and roll a dex save with advantage since you know it's coming.
I'll take some damage. 13.
Ooh.
Okay. 13. All right, that is going to be 11 points of lightning damage.
Ouch.
Yes.
That may be the first time I have lost hit points this campaign.
Wow, really?
Yeah, I mean the part where I normally write like where my current hit points are, it is unmarked.
Perfectly
So
clean.
Wow.
Fossa, would you like a quick bandage?
no, it's okay. I generally stay out of trouble. Save your bandages for someone more in the fray.
During this as well, I'm going to slowly start mending my steel defender back together as well, as he's almost dead.
Okay.
So I'm gonna spend my free times like welding him, carrying him around like a baby. I'll just be like,
All right, easy enough to do. Inside, you see what looks to be a large central fountain, still spraying what looks to be this perfectly clear water. Surprising considering how dirty and grimy everything else is down here. The statue itself seems to be an oddly humanoid form of a dragon, but clearly intended to be the same platinum color as what is depicted on the door.
I fear this person, dragon hybrid, is what the egg is housing.
possible, but who's to say? I'm certainly no expert on human dragon physiology.
It's not healthy. Splicing together different genes like that, it can lead to intense deformities or perhaps even mental psychosis.
Oh no, historically it has never gone well.
Let's hope the egg never hatches then.
What are the kobolds called that sent us down here? The raiders?
The Raiders.
What do raiders want with a platinum dragon?
It's a destructive thing. They are a violent group of people with their war machines and whatnot. Why would they not want a platinum dragon?
Good point.
You also know, just from speaking to them, this is like the prized possession of the Scalebeards, who are their like rivals,
Right. Yeah, I see.
enemies.
And I get like a chill, like disturbed by like picturing this statue existing. We should keep going. Don't let this distract us. We should go forward, past the statue into the next hallway, and then up, and we are almost to our destination.
I follow him.
Yeah. What does this door look like? At behind the statue, far end of the room.
It appears to be very similar to the door you just walked in, depicting the same platinum dragon face.
I'm gonna pull out like a mirror and like a scalpel and like a lockpick and like a pliers. I'm gonna pull out my thieves tool sets, and
Okay.
I'm gonna try to. I'm gonna say, open it just a hair. Talon, if you
That's the
will,
one.
or perhaps
I'm
not.
gonna- No, I do.
And if he like leans it back, I'm gonna like try to, with my like handheld mirror, I'm like kind of go at our door. I'm gonna scan. I'm gonna see if there's like a line or a contraption or something that sets this thing off.
Okay, roll an investigation check.
Investigation is 18.
18. Looking inside, you see that this is indeed trapped in a similar way.
Can I
Though
find?
the lightning appears to be directed outward, so not towards you.
Either way, can I try to dismantle the trap from this side?
Yeah, go ahead and roll. Are you proficient with thieves tools?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll dexterity plus proficiency.
Oh baby, 21.
Oh yeah, no problem. You sort of find in it, there's this small box that seems to generate this electricity, and you're able to just like undo two of the leads to it, and you think that it will no longer be able to.
Like looking, there's like a red wire and a blue wire, and I'm like, hey, see, surgery and lock picking and disarming, it's all the same branch. I've got steady hands. Open her up.
Yeah, I push it open.
Talum, you have this moment of like panic as you feel the same like catching, but
Yeah.
this time no lightning to follow as you open the doors without too much trouble. And as you open up into this corridor on the eastern side of the dungeon here, wandering to and fro, eventually trying to find this dragon egg, I think that is where we'll have to pick up next time to delve deeper into the dungeon.
Very nice.
I'm just saying, y'all are fucking lucky. I got so many. I'm killing it right now.
So
You
many
guys would be
skills
so
and
lost
tools.
without me, dude. I'm the only one speaking Draconic. I'm picking
Yeah.
locks and shit.
That's true.
I'm
We'd
a
be just
guess this is
murdering
just
kobolds
a-
right now.
This
It's
is
just
so
a Garrick arc. This
it
is just
is.
your arc.
how you
Yeah.
feel in the like dungeoneering is how I feel in combat. So there you go. Now you know. Now you know we sort of
Oh.
have like a give and take. You guys
Yes,
are all
I'm
real
not
good at hitting
really
stuff.
good.
Yeah,
I'm not really good at either. So
usually it'd be a bloodbath right now if it was up to us.
Yeah, basically.
Dan, you're muted.
What are we thinking next week? Are you playing, Will?
no, I I cannot. I'm sorry. I
Okay.
I got roped into designing and then running projections for a local theater company that has a show next week. So I
Is
unfortunately
there
will
any
be out.
day that you could play this campaign next week?
Um. mm,
What about Friday of
I'm
this week?
just remembering that they might have changed the schedule today. So let me check.
And then Dan, Joe's having surgery this Friday, so there's no way we're gonna play on Friday.
Oh
And
yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
You can
I
play
don't know.
from the
We are-
operating room. He's good.
We are. Do you know what he's having done?
Yeah, he's having like his deviated septum operated on. He's having like a turbinate
Oh.
or something up there being worked on. And Jolyn
Yeah,
had a similar
he-
procedure, and there's no way he's gonna play.
Like a week. He's down for a week.
Yeah, there's no way. So yeah,
Well,
Just
we
a
are
thought.
leaving Saturday for a place just south of Daytona Beach.
Oh, Gary, should you
nice.
stop
So
recording.
we're
your
gonna
personal
we're
life?
gonna go down and check in on